Some places are haunted by more than just memories. They're cursed by pain, sealed in stone, and waiting for someone foolish enough to step inside. Tonight, we journey deep into one of Canada's most chilling urban legends, where a single spark can awaken a scream from the other side. This is the terrifying tale of the Screaming Tunnel. In the quiet outskirts of Niagara Falls, Ontario, far from the thunderous roar of the famous cascade, there lies an unassuming passageway that has terrified locals and travelers for over a century. It's easy to miss if you're not looking for it. A stone tunnel nestled beneath the defunct Grand Trunk railway line, choked with creeping vines and the heavy breath of forgotten things. But those who know, they never forget. They call it the Screaming Tunnel. And once you step inside, you'll understand why. The legend is simple, but the terror is not. They say if you walk into the tunnel at night, right into its cold, damp belly, and strike a single match, you will hear a scream. Not just any scream. A scream so shrill, so tormented, it will burrow itself into your skull and stay there. Some say it's the sound of a little girl, caught in the final moments of her short, tragic life. Others insist it's the wail of something far older, something that never left. But stories change with time, don't they? Tonight, you're going to hear the real one. It was a damp September evening when Alex and Jenna decided to visit the tunnel. Urban explorers, thrill seekers, or maybe just fools looking for something to post on their YouTube channel. They came armed with flashlights, a camera, and a box of matches. "This place is a joke," Alex muttered, adjusting the lens on his GoPro. "Just another local myth to scare tourists." Jenna didn't reply. She was staring at the tunnel's entrance. Even in the dying light, the stone walls looked ancient, almost alive. Moisture clung to the rocks like sweat on skin, and the air pouring from inside was colder than it should have been. "Let's just film the match trick and get out," she whispered. They stepped inside. The tunnel swallowed them whole. Inside, their footsteps echoed unnaturally, repeating in patterns that didn't belong to them. The beam of Alex's flashlight flickered, stuttering with every step. Jenna's breath clouded in front of her, though it wasn't cold enough to see it. And then they heard it. Drip, drip, drip. Water falling from somewhere unseen. Or was it? They stopped in the dead center, where the ceiling arched high above them like the ribs of some long-dead beast. "All right," Alex said, striking a match. The tiny flame hissed to life, casting flickering light against the slick stone walls. Then came the scream. It wasn't distant. It wasn't muffled. It was right there, as if someone had exploded in agony just inches from their ears. High-pitched, inhuman, female, full of pain. Jenna dropped the flashlight. The match went out. Darkness slammed into them like a wave. "Run!" Alex yelled, but the scream didn't stop. It only grew louder, angrier, as if chasing them with claws of sound. They scrambled toward the faint outline of the tunnel's exit. Alex tripped, hitting the wet stone floor. His flashlight skittered away, and in that moment, just before Jenna reached him, he saw something. A face. No, not a face. A mask of ash-white skin. Eyes hollowed out like burned cork, mouth stretched impossibly wide. It was watching him from the wall itself. Not behind it. Inside it. The scream stopped. They never posted the video. What Alex managed to record was mostly static and shaking shadows, punctuated by a brief, bone-chilling cry. But the worst part, the part he never told anyone, was the last frame. Just before the feed cut out, you could see the tunnel behind them. And in the background, by the mouth of the tunnel, was the silhouette of a small girl, her hair matted, her dress soaked in black, and flames flickering at her feet. Locals will tell you the story. if you ask the right way. Not the one in the travel brochures, but the one that keeps them from driving that road after dark. Decades ago, long before the Grand Trunk Railway crumbled into memory, a family lived in a farmhouse near the tunnel. The father was cruel, violent, the kind of man whose anger walked ahead of him like a shadow. One night, his rage boiled over. His daughter, just 10 years old, ran from the house, clutching a tiny wooden doll, her only possession. She fled to the tunnel, hoping the darkness would hide her. He followed. What happened inside that tunnel has been debated for years. Some say he poured gasoline on her and lit a match. Others claim he only meant to scare her, but the fire caught, and she burned alive as her screams echoed off the stone. She died before help could come. The tunnel has never been the same. Witnesses over the years have reported cold hands grabbing at their ankles, whispers in the walls, and that unmistakable shriek whenever a flame is lit inside. Some claim to see a flicker of fire out of the corner of their eye. Others say they come out of the tunnel with burns on their skin, tiny, blistering welts in the shape of fingers. One man, Mark Reilly, a truck driver, claimed he saw the girl walking along the tracks above the tunnel at 3 a.m. She turned, stared at him with burning eyes, and vanished in a flash of orange light. He quit his job the next day and left town. And yet, people still go. TikTokers, paranormal investigators, curious teenagers with more courage than sense. Some come back with shaky footage and wild stories. Others don't come back at all. The police find nothing. No bodies. No signs of struggle. Just abandoned cars and the endless echo of dripping water in that cursed stone tunnel. But if you ever find yourself near Niagara Falls, if the air suddenly turns cold and your match won't light, don't look back. Because once you hear the scream, she sees you too, and she never forgets a face. So the next time you visit Niagara Falls and you feel the chill of something unseen, ask yourself this: are you brave enough to strike a match inside the tunnel? And if you hear the scream, will you make it out before she finds you? If this story sent a shiver down your spine, hit that like button and subscribe for more terrifying tales from the darkest corners of the world. Share your thoughts below and tell us, would you dare walk through the screaming tunnel alone at night?